This is part 2. So what if Ash was born in a kalos region, bro? Alright, y'all. So we go to an Ash and Silver going to the second gym. It's run by Grant, you feel me? So they already know that they have Pokemon have great type advantage against Pokemon. They're evolved, They're feeling pretty, pretty special. So Silver goes first against Grant. Grant says, what great challengers. It's a shame that I have to defeat you. Silver will say, Grovyle, go! He would say, a Grovyle, grass type. Okay, he would say, go Amara. He would say, a ice type. He would say, of course. He would say, so we're allowed to return Pokemon, correct? He would say, yeah. He would say, no, I can't return it because Fletchner still be at a disadvantage. He would say, go, Grovyle. Then Grant would say, use. Then Grant would say, use Ice Beam. Silver would say, dodge. Hit it with a Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter would do okay damage. Then he would say, hit it with a Quick Attack. Not doing much damage. Then he would hit him with he would say, take the power on. Take the Ice Beam on, head on. He would get hit with 2 Ice Beams. He would say, use Mega Drain. It will punch more in the stomach and drain all of his health, knocking it out. He would then send in Tyrantrum. Grant would say, now I'm going to show you my unrivaled power. Draco Meteor! He would send up a Draco Meteor. And then Grovyle would say, Grovyle, stay close to Tyrant. As soon as you get hit with Draco Meteor, use Mega Drain. This will work, taking some Tyrant's health, but Grovyle would quickly be knocked out. He would then send in Fletchender. He would say, Fletchender, a flying type, which is weak to Dragon and Ground and Rock, and Fire, which is weak to both. Oh, this is definitely not going to come out in your favor. He would say, oh, it isn't? He would say, use Agility. And Fletchender would keep using Agility, getting faster and faster. He would say, well, I can't keep track. He would say, now use a Barrage of Pex. Tyrant wouldn't be able to see, and it would easily get defeated, not being able to even keep up with the Fletchender. He would then go to his healing station, and he would heal up Pokemon, and then he would heal up his Pokemon. Ash would say, go, Gibble! He would then send out a more. Ash would say, use Dragon Rage as a decoy. And then set up Sand Attack and Sandstorm. He would set the attack up. And then Grant would say, what a great strategy. Ash would say, now use Takedown. It would run in and try to use Takedown, and it would hit a more head on, taking a little bit of recoil damage. Then he would use another Dragon Rage. He would say, Dragon Rage is a weak Dragon type move. Ash would say, but it just defeated your Amora. Grant would say, He would thought as Tyrant, he was Draco Meteor. Ash would say, use Dragon Rage on Draco Meteors. And he would get hit with a bite by Tyrant. He would say, Gibble, use Sand Attack and Sandstorm. And he would be trying to keep Tyrant back, but his Gibble would be defeated. He would thought Frogadier. He would say, saving the best for last. Ash would then say, Frogadier, use Water Pulse. It would have a Water Pulse in there, and it would hit Tyrant dead in the face with a Water Pulse, knocking it out with Ash winning. He would say, Grant, can you teach my Gibble how to use Draco Meteor? Grant would say, Sure. And after about a week of training, Ash would learn Draco Meteor. But we still have to go, because they're training, so the Pokemon are evidently going to get stronger. So, Frogadier would then learn Smoke Screen. During the training, he would learn Smoke Screen. So, Frogadier's getting a little powerful in the training too. And then Silver would be joining in on this training. So he'll be ready to attack. Well, he will be training ready to get more powerful. You feel me? And we'll have them to, just keep getting better. But then we see at the end of their training, Gibble will want a one-on-one with Tyrant. So he will be going a one-on-one with Tyrant, and then Tyrant and in the midst, so as I said, Gibble would be wanting to go one-on-one, which he'll want to go one-on-one with Tyrant. Tyrant and Gibble would both shoot up a Draco Meteor, canceling each other out. Then Ash would set up Sand Tomb and Sandstorm to wear down Gibble. Well, to wear down Tyrant. Ash would just keep, he would keep pushing, bro, just ready. But Tyrant would slowly overpower Gibble, bro. Ash would say, "That's not gonna work." And then he would use Draco Meteor, and after he defeated Tyrant, Gibble would start to glow. Ash would be looking like, it's evolving, let's go. And Gibble evolve into Goodbye. Bro, did y'all know that? So it's like an app, right, that shows you the levels or the gym leader's Pokemon, and Viola's gym has level 10 Search Kit and a level 12 Vivian, correct? And Brent, both of his Pokemon are level 25, bro. Then Karina Pokemon is level 28 to 32. And that's deep. That's deep. Maybe it's the difference between where the gyms are and stuff. But yeah. So Ash and Silver are gonna be training. And they're just gonna be, trying to get better. They'll be training. And they'll be training in this giant field, this giant plain. And Ash would catch a Litleo while his brother Silver caught a Bumblebee. No cap. Pause the video real quick. So Silver pretty much just realized that the Bumblebee's following him, digging holes and making traps for Silver falling, and he would ask the Bumblebee, do it want to join the team, and it would join his team. Ash would have like the whole. I know if y'all know in the anime, I don't know if it was Ash, but it would be like Leo that got pushed away from her, and Ash would say, he'll be like, you don't have to go back to them if you don't want to. You can be a part of my herd with me and my Pokemon, and then Leo would join. When Ash and Silver got together, they would then have a battle between Leo and Bunnelby. Leo would try to use Fire Fang, but Bunnelby would keep using Double Kick and Mud Slap and would whoop him. As soon as it defeated him, it will evolve, bro. Because Bunnelby evolved at level 20, and once it knows Double Kick is at level 20, so it's kind of like the lay of the land, honestly. And once it evolved into Diggersby, he would look at his move, and there was no Hammer Arm, Bulldoze, Double Kick, and Mud Shot. The Litleo Ash would say, Litleo, I know how much stronger you want to get, but you're going to have to do it with time. Litleo going to say, Litleo, and the Litleo is going to go through the trial and all that other stuff to go back to the herd, but it's still going to be Ash's Pokemon. He's going to be releasing it to train. You feel me? And when Ash releases it to train, he's gonna find a new something that overcame Litleo, bro. When it comes back. So don't worry about that. Litleo's gonna be going for now. I'm not finna hold you. And Ash is gonna just so we're gonna say that they finally meet Karina. And we're gonna say they have time for the Kalos League. They're gonna spend about 2 months, sightseeing around the place, chilling, making up strategies to actually defeat the fighting type gym leader. But you already know what Silver think. He's thinking peck, 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 peck. And Ash just thinking about hitting that whole team with aerial ace. But now would be time for Ash to fight Karina. But they would run into Team Flare. Team Flare would jump in front of them and they would say, hand over. They would say, hand over your Pokemon now. We need it for our research. Ash and Silver would say, what? Serena and Leaf would just come back from shopping. They would say, what do you want? Ash would say, throw out your strongest Pokemon, Serena and Leaf. Silver would say, yeah. Ash would throw out Garchomp. Well, Gabite. Not being the strongest Pokemon, we still throw out Gabite. And Silver would throw out Fletchinder. They would say, are you sure you want to do this? One of the Team Flare members would throw out a Liepard. And the other two would throw out a Houndour. The one with Liepard said, use Night Slash. Ash would say, why would you even think about doing that? He would say, goodbye. Hit it with a takedown, and it would knock the Liepard back. Then both people have the Houndour would say. Then the people at Houndour would say, use Flamethrower. He would say, that's not gonna work. He would say, use Agility and dodge it. Now hit them both with Quick Attack. He would hit them with Quick Attack. And then they would gang up. They would all triple team Fletchinder and knock it out. He would then say, you're not going to do that. He would send out Diggersby. They would see how intimidating Diggersby is, and they would still try to attack it. He would say, use Hammer Arm. They would say, Hammer Arm. And Diggersby would knock out both Houndour. Ash would say, I got this one. He would say, use Takedown. And he would knock out the Liepard. They would run away. They would say, you haven't seen the last of Team Flare. And then they would say, we hope we haven't, because we have to pay you back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Feel me? Let's go. So now, we will go to... We'll go to Karina saying and whoop on them. She would come out the bush. She would say, wow, you trainers are strong. I hope you're my next challengers. They would say, you watched us defeat them and you're a gym leader? She would say, well, I thought you had it. So you sent out like a bite. And then they would say, and then Ash would say, well, but that didn't work out. And then she would say, my name's Karina. I'm the Salor City gym leader. They would say, and then she would say, this is my partner, Lucario. Ash would say, Lucario. His Frogger and Silva's Grovyle would jump out the Pokeball, having determination and excitement on their face. Ash said like these two are looking forward to that battle with Lucario. Lucario would look at them. They would look back at Lucario. And then she would say, your Pokemon are too weak. Go and evolve them. Ash would say, what? My Frogger is not weak. And then Silva would say the same for his Grovyle. She would say, well, I can't defeat my Lucario. Especially since I'm learning how to Mega Evolve it. Then they would say Mega Evolve. She would say, yep, sure is. They would say, okay. And then she would say, so what are you actually doing here? They would say, we're trying to get in the gym. She would say, okay, for sure. But she said, I'm not using my Lucario. They would say, but we need you at full strength. She would say, I'm not allowed to use my Lucario because its aura goes out of control. Since it's been trying to learn Mega Evolution, they would say, well, okay, sure. They would be talking on the way. And then a giant boulder would go at Karina. Ash would say, go, Frogadier. Silva would say, go, Grovyle. He would say, Grovyle, use Leaf Blade. And he would cut it into 4 pieces. Ash would say, Frogadier, use Aerial Ace. And it would break and Ash would break all 4 of the pieces into rubble. She would say, thank guys. Then another boulder would fall. She would say, Lucario, use Bone Rush. And then the Bone Rush would break it into dust. They would say, great, a great move. They would look up, and they would see Team Flagrants. But it wouldn't just be Team Flagrants. It would be a lot of Team Flagrants. They would see a whole bunch of Howdower in front of them, and Krogunk, Liepard behind them, and Zubat over them. Leaf would throw out her Floette. Serena would throw out her Bracing. Ash would throw out his Goodbye, and Silva would throw out his Diggersby. Who's the only person on his team who has a special attack. But Ash would say, use Draco Meteor. Then Silva would say, use Mudshot Diggersby. Serena would say, use Flamethrower. And Leaf would say, Floette, use Fairy Wind. And they would knock out a whole bunch of Pokemon. Ash would say, return Diggersby. And then Silva would say, return Diggersby because it took a lot of damage and it's almost completely knocked out. Ash would do the same for Goodbye. Fletcher would get knocked out almost instantly, getting ganged up by 5-year-old Crobat. Pancham and Sylveon, Serena's whole team and Leaf's whole team will get knocked out because they haven't trained their Pokemon as much as Ash. Ash's Frogadier and Grovyle are pretty much helping Karina's Lucario fend off the rest, but they're slowly losing. Ash would say, I need help, bro. Bro, we need help. We need to overcome this. And he would hear a roar. It would say, bye, roar. Ash would look up. He would feel like he knows this Pyro. The Pyro used Overheat, knocking out all of the Crobat. Then it will use Hyper Beam to knock out the rest of the Houndour. Ash would say, "What? Who's that?" And then his Pokeball would start shaking, and it would return it. He would say, "Litleo." The whole crew would say, "Litleo, hold on." Then Ash would say, "What?" Ash would go to his Pokedex. He would say, "What? At what level does he learn Overheat?" And then it would say level 57. He would say, "No, it can't. He can't be level 57. He can't be level 57." And then it would say Overheat is also a TM or tutor move. He would say, "Oh, so he probably learned Overheat from his dad." Well, his dad, the leader of the pack. Well, the leader of the the pride. Then Pyro would come back out and he would roar at Ash. And Ash would say, "You okay, Pyro?" Pyro would just turn around and say, "Roar, roar." Ash would say, "Come on, Pyro, let's battle again." Pyro would sit down and go to sleep, disobeying Ash. Ash would say, "Come on, Pyro, let's go." Karina would say, "You might want to go and look at your Pyro's moveset again." He would say, "He learns Crunch at level 42. She would say, "Mm-hmm." He would say, "But it's way higher than my starter and my second Pokemon." She would say, "That's why it's not listening to you." He would say, "Come on, Pyroar. Just like when he was Litleo. I knew you." Then it would roar and it would go back into his Pokeball. Ash would say, "Come on." He would say, "Man." She would say, "Your Pyroar is never going to listen to you, Ash. Until you get strong, until you become a competent enough trainer to wield it." Ash would say, "Why does this stuff always happen to me?" Silver would say, "It kind of sucks to be you, Ash." Ash would say, "Shut it, Silver." Silver would say, "Don't blame me." Turn that Leaf would say, "Oh, too bad, Ash." Once they got back to the city, Ash's Pyro would be the only heavy Pokemon that didn't sustain any damage. She would say, "What did y'all battle out there, army?" They would say, something like that, something like that. She would heal all their Pokemon. Nurse would heal all their Pokemon. And she would say, "Aren't you two girls the performers that won the last two pageants? They got first and second place in the last two pageants. Serena got first in the first pageant, and Leaf got first in the second pageant. Both of them got second to each other. One time, Serena got first. The other time, Leaf got first. But both of them... Okay, so one of them got first. So the other one got second. So first, it was Serena got first. Leaf had second. Then it was Leaf had first. Then Serena had second. So, yeah. Then she would say, "You two are the top two pageanters in the last two pageants." They would say, "Yeah." Then the boys would say, "I really need to. I really don't need to do the gym battle today. We need to go over some strategies." Karina would say, "Sure." Ash's grandma would call them. He would say, "Yeah, grandma. Okay." She would say, I seen your little girlfriends." And it would be on speaker. He would say, "Girlfriend." Him and Silver both. She would say, "Yeah, your little girlfriends. I want to personally train them to become great Pokemon performers." They would say, "But you're all the way in the home region." She says, "If you do it, I already have plane tickets for you to come to Hoenn for about a week. Well, for about a month to train." Then they would say, "Is Papa T okay with this?" She would say, "Papa T is always okay with it." Then Ash would say, "Okay, y'all girls want to go and train with my grandma?" She would say, "Who's your grandma?" You might know her as Kayla Ketchum, KK, the lady who won the Miss Hoenn contest 3 times in a row. Lost and then won 2 more times in a row before she retired. Hold up, she's the legend. She's one of the best Pokemon performers in history, Ash would say. I know. And my granddad is one of the best trainers in history. Well, when it comes to training other Pokemon trainers, they would say, "Who is it?" Papa T, Travis Ketchum, He has like this whole little training camp where like he trains trainers to help their Pokemon better. help understand and understand the Pokemon, help the Pokemon reach new heights. She would say, wow, your family is just great. Ash would say, I guess. She would say, your dad's the champion. Your granddad is a great Pokemon master, as you can say. Your grandma's a GOAT Pokemon performer. Your mom is one of the biggest businesses in Kalos. You and your brother are great aspiring trainers. Y'all are just packed family. He was saying, about all that, let's go and get on the plane. They would get on the plane, they would go, and they would see her grandma's Pokemon already ready. 3 Carvana and a Milotic. They would say, Carvana? You have Carvana? She would say, every Pokemon can show its inner beauty. That's why I caught 3. She would say, now I'm going to show you girls a Pokemon performance that won me 2 pageants. The first pageant before I lost and the pageant after I lost. They would say, okay. She would say, now start the tempo. She would turn on some music, and all 3 of the Carvana would use Aqua Jet. They would be twirling. My Loda used Disarming Voice and Ice Beam to make it glitter everywhere. Then they would be spinning around and using Aqua Jet to dance around, making choreographed dance moves. And my Loda would be using Aqua Tail and Dragon Tail to look even more beautiful while dancing. After they stopped Aqua Jet, one Carvana would use Psychic Fangs and it would bite my Loaded, but she wouldn't take any damage. She would start to float and she would be flying around. Both of them use Ice Fang to make glitter all around my Loaded while she danced, and they would use Aqua Jet again, spinning in a circle. Well, making like a spear type shape with their movements. And then both of them would say, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She would say, I don't believe that, but I do think it was pretty good. And then she would say, stop. All of them would pose perfectly, with the 3 Carvana standing right in front of my Loaded. She would say, do you want to learn how to make a choreographed dance this good? And have your Pokemon on track every time you do it? They would say, of course. She would say, start your Pokemon. She would say, Serena, your main dancer looks like it could be Sylveon. But Braixen can be the backup dancer at some parts. But when it's a breakdown, a dance like, hip hop, you have to put Pancham at the front ends. She would say, great tips. Then she would say, Leaf, your Dedenne is very cute. And when it comes to probably funny moments in pageants, it'd probably be the best. When it comes to cooking, Floette's the best. But when it comes to dancing, Floette's still probably the best. Helioptile probably basically there, to make stronger scene entrances and exits. And then she would say, thanks for the info. And they would start with their trainer. Ash and Silver would meet their granddad, Papa T. Papa T would say, Ash, Silver, it's time to train. They would say, train on what? He would say, don't act that way. You know what I mean. They would say, oh, not your special training, Papa T. That's too much for us. He would say, I thought y'all wanted to be a Pokemon master and champion and a Pokemon master and a member of Elite Four. Then they would say, sure we do, but we don't want. He would say, either you want it or you don't. There's no in between. They would say, okay, yeah, we want it. He would say, okay then. Then he would say, okay, so. He would say, that's how we're going to do it. And then they would say, okay. My fault, y'all. I'm trying to put the moves on the Pokemon. And they would go through Papa T's special training with their starters. And Ash would say, my starter is getting way better. And they would just be, you know, attacking. I don't really how you just want me to put it. They would just be battling. They would be going crazy, but they'll be attacking. Then they would be doing rigorous physical training and different things like that. Ash would send out Pyro. He would say, Pyro, you're going to respect me, Pyro. And Pyro would see a newly evolved Greninja and Sceptile, but he still wouldn't care. Pyro would turn around. He would say, Water Shuriken. Pyro would bite the Water Shuriken with a Fire Fang. Ash would say, oh, now you want to look like that. He would send an overheated Ash. Ash would power up one Shuriken and make it giant. Not like when he had Ash Greninja, he made like a giant Shuriken, but it would be like 5 small Shurikens put together. Not like that huge Shuriken that he had on his back. And he would hit the overheat with it, barely stopping it, and he would dodge, use a Shadow Sneak to still attack Pyro and dodge at the same time. Pyro would turn around and try to use a Crunch, but Ash would use Night Slash. Then he would turn around and hit him with an Aerial Ace. Pyro would then use Hyper Beam, but Ash would dodge it easily. And it would hit Pyro with a whole bunch of Water Shurikens, knocking Pyro out. Well, about to knock Pyro out, and then Ash would say, come on, Pyro, I gotta get you to the Pokemon Center. Well, to his grandpa's house where he got like a healing machine and stuff. And they would get healed. And then he would say, my work here is done. They would say, but Papa T, he would say, but Papa T nothing. You two got this. He would say, okay. The girls would say, our performances got that much better. And the boys would say, it's back on the Kalos, Shalor City. Here we come. And that's the end of this video, you feel me? What is Team Flare planning? Who will win the next pageant? Will Ash and Silver win their next gym battle? Nobody knows. Catch me in the next vid to figure it out.